Yeah, I think we need a doctor for our society. That's it.
Okay, and now we look at the card. What do you what do you think about society?
What do I think about society?
It's a trap house, man.
The society that you're going to join is pretty much defined from birth. You know, a lot of people, I think, wouldn't actually take the time to look at themselves and look at their life and think, you know, is this actually where I want to be? And then take actions to change that.
Traveling a lot, I've been experiencing different kind of society. I've been watching and feeling a lot of different cultures. And what I can tell is that, yes, there is a lot of good people around. While you're traveling, you can meet actually a lot of amazing people, but how mass and general society goes, I think is pretty sick and ill. The way we treat our animals and all around the world. How do we try to achieve power and money instead of health and happiness and smiles around? I think society is sick. Definitely. I think we're not going through the right path, and I reckon too that there is a lot of people that is awakening and people that is getting aware and more conscious, which is good. But I think too that we should make a bigger change, like a global change, and be more aware that we need to be together and respect all differences, all needs, because we're all different, so we have all different needs, and we all react to different stuff in a different way, and we need to accept that and be more specific when we deal with other people. Yeah, I think we need a doctor for our society. That's it.
Qu'est-ce que je pense de la société? Je trouve qu'aujourd'hui c'est assez triste ce qu'on voit dans le monde. Le fait de voyager, ça ouvre les yeux sur différentes cultures, différents pays et différentes politiques aussi. Et j'espère vraiment que ça va changer dans nos pays entre guillemets industrialisés, nos gouvernements, etc. Aujourd'hui, il y a un manque de confiance réel en nos gouvernements et on a l'impression d'être un peu manipulé. Et j'espère vraiment que ça va changer, mais ça passera uniquement par un soulèvement des populations et une prise de conscience générale. Voilà.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is this great quote from the Roman historian Livy. He's talking about Rome circa 30 BC or something like that. And he says, Rome is so sick that it's no longer able to bear its vices, and it's also it's past curing. So it can't go on doing what it's doing, and it also can't be cured. So what can you do?
I don't know. I feel like society right now is kind of diluted in a lot of like postmodern extremists, I guess you could say. You like that one?
Yeah, that's
quoted.
Nice.
And there's a lot of just like political bouts from people who don't really know what they're doing. Like internet has really changed things around as well.
Yeah, it's like everyone is just going into their private echo chambers, and the volume is being turned up everywhere. And you can't think, you can't hear yourself think anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, just this morning I was sitting here and they just, I was trying to read, and I noticed that because there's a new restaurant down the street, they have their music cranked up in the morning, so now I'm no longer safe from the noise. I think maybe that's what society is the noise that you can't get away from.
Yeah. On a personal level, that's a lot of responsibilities I didn't want at the time. You know, getting thrusted into something like a full-time relationship and a full-time career with many advancements I could go on. It just kind of seemed to me like I was sealing the deal on life, and I would rather push forward, I guess, to something else. So I sold all my assets and left all those behind, and then came to Asia. It's been the best thing ever. I find that this society in Asia is far more superior than what we have back in any kind of Western society, for instance.
But do you think it's heading in that direction?
Of
The
what?
direction of the West?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's that annexation. I mean, there's KFC here in Da Nang, as well as
But
like
no
everywhere else.
McDonald's.
No McDonald's though. That's
Yeah.
slow in coming.
Yeah.
And the Walmarts and all the other shit. But I really think like in the next 20 years, for sure, this society will be a lot different as well. But I don't know. I guess you can think about a lot about society. There's a lot to it. Such a broad question.
It's a very vague
Yeah,
concept.
This is an open-ended question, but like, a society is like you have societies, university. Like you have societies, like it's a group of people who all come together to work together for a positive effect. Well, not always a positive effect, but yeah. Like society is, yeah, that's what I see a society as.
That's fair enough. I mean, societies, they quite usually have a lot of guidelines and rules
Yeah.
that people are expected to
Yeah.
follow.
Each society does their own thing and feels their own thing, but
Yeah.
and then you choose your own society from what you want as an individual.
That's actually pretty true. I mean, each person is usually part of more than one society,
Yeah.
I'd say. I think it's actually good to have some guidelines,
Yeah, we all need guidelines.
and society provides support for people.
Yeah. But it doesn't always bring about positive things.
In one way.
Like social norms.
Talk to me about that, Hendrix.
If it becomes the norm for people to not care about, I don't know, sanitation or like the way, like you've seen how we've gone around this country and we've seen places that have just been treated awfully because that's the social norm, and the society doesn't care about it because nobody cares about it. That's more like,
As soon as some people start doing things in a particular way, that's what.
yeah, it's social, like, yeah, exactly. But it's a very big question when we're talking about.
It is. So we're saying society's good, but there are some bad things about it. Is there any way that we can fix those things, Hendrix? Me and you today.
Social responsibility.
Oh
Two
yeah.
things of taking responsibility for your actions and what you do to everyone in the web around you.
This is the thing, you know.
It is,
If you're part of a society, then the society as a whole has a responsibility,
Yeah.
and that creates individuation, where you don't feel your own responsibility. You feel responsibility for everybody. If someone
Exactly.
else does
Yeah.
a particular thing, then
That's-
you're like, oh, that's not on me.
Yeah, it's
You know?
it's investment within your community, which is your society, and the actual attitude to do something about it. Yeah,
Everyone working for
is
themselves.
people taking responsibilities for their own actions and consequences of those actions. That's what I'd say, and that's what I like about society. And that's why I like it.
I like society too.
It's never going to be easy.
Maybe that's quite a nice conclusion. You know, take the time to look at yourself and the society that you're in,
Yeah,
and see if
what you can do to make it better.
what you can do to make your society and therefore yourself better.
I think that in the society we live in now, there's a lot of expectations, and I feel like when I was young, I felt like everybody did the same thing in their life, and it was just that you would get married and you would have children and have a job and from 9 to 5, and now I found out that there's so many other ways to live your life, and also that what you've been told when you're young is not always better than what people do in other societies. For example, when I went to South America, I saw that their education wasn't that good in that place as I was used to in Europe, and I felt like we had to improve that. And after being there a few months, I started to realize that they didn't have a really good education, but they did have more time to spend with family and friends, and I felt like they had really good values. So that really made me change my mind about that. That it's not all about like getting a really good paid job and doing all these things that society expects you to do. And now I see that a lot during traveling, that there's so many different ways of living your life.
I feel like society, because the education is lacking, it doesn't have this sort of regulatory mechanism, which is self-criticism. And yeah, so what we need for that is a generation of scholars.
Maybe Cuecard.
Sure.
Yes, they need Cuecard in their life.
Cuecards, yes. Silence, everyone. The
So-
new Cuecard is coming
I'm
out.
out.
It will tell us what to do. It will give us the cues.
I'd like that.